people who have asked me a lot of questions about, you know, we're the fiberglass specialists, why plastic?
Yeah.
And it hasn't been a short story, it's been a long story, like 18 months worth of, I don't know, we started chatting way back when.
Yes.
And then basically we've got to a stage now where we're in production. So,
Yep.
you know, I think some of the guys, like some of the questions that I've had from people are they're saying, you know, our signature's always been fiberglass, lightweight, and why are we going plastic? So, without complicating too much, I suppose the simpler answer is the economy changes in so many ways, and markets are very different. There are certain places that are demanding a plastic from me.
Yep.
You know, so instead of fighting it, you know, that's what we were trying to achieve. And I think the partnership that you now are forming obviously is your knowledge is plastic, because I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about plastic, other than Tupperware that I put my tackle inside. So that's where your experience comes into play, you know, and obviously my understanding and maybe development of fishing and kayak fishing is the two of us, obviously the synergy that we see between the two.
Absolutely,
maybe we can call it a fusion of ideas.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, and I mean, just a little bit about the way you mold plastic and where and obviously in a quick and short way how you got to where you are.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, okay, let's start with the material. So the plastic we use for plastic kayaks, okay, the process we use is rotor molding, right? Rotational molding, and the plastic we use is polyethylene. It's LLDPE, so linear low density polyethylene.
Okay.
The reason we use it, it's a very tough material. It's extremely tough. You can bang it. We use the same plastic for our whitewater kayaks, so it can handle impact.
Bounce of rocks,
all of that. The only downside of polyethylene, it's actually quite a flexible material. It's not very stiff. So with some products we manufacture, we just make it thicker, you know, to get the stiffness we want. But in the game we are in with my own kayaks, with the kayak we developed with you, weight is an issue. So the way we get around to fixing that problem is we use a two-layer system to get the best of both worlds. So we mold in a solid skin of plastic, the polyethylene.
So the outer skin really.
The outer skin really. And that's the one that can handle the impact. It's tough, right? But then we mold a second layer inside, which is also polyethylene based, but it's got a foaming agent in it. So it foams, right? So by using that on the inside, we create a much thicker wall to give us more stiffness without increasing the weight. So in this way, we can actually make your shells, I think we're sitting at about 27, 28 kilogram at the moment for a shell. If we had to get the same stiffness without using the foam, we probably do about 33 kilogram. So we cut about 5 kilos of the shell weight by using this technology. This is stuff that I've developed over the last 4 or 5 years. I've done a lot of development. We do, some of our products we still do single skin, some we do a double layer with foam. We even do a triple layer on some products, but that's normally not needed. But what we end up with is a product that has pretty good lightness, or you know, it's not too heavy.
Relative to the plastic market, it's a very lightweight.
Exactly. I mean, it's a 4.8 meter boat, 6-8 centimeters wide. It's a relatively big boat.
How long have you been building plastic kayaks for?
18 years.
18 years.
Yep.
So you've been building plastic for 18 years?
Yep.
I've been building fiberglass kayaks for 22 years.
Okay, I think between us we have some
40
knowledge.
years of knowledge, how's that?
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I think combining what I've learned through the paddling market, and also, you know, for those who follow my journey, and that obviously from racing overseas and understanding sort of more along the terms of performance rather than just paddling. And then Celier's expertise as a whitewater kayak and his knowledge and his performance paddling as well. So we've sort of banged our heads together and come up with hopefully what will be in the marketplace is a high performance fishing kayak.
I believe so, yeah.
As light as we can get it out of plastic without compromising anything. And then adding a lot of what I would say is signature stealth features, you know, built-in live well, dry hatch, fish storage hatch. I mean, there's obviously other things that we've developed, which we'll touch on in other videos as we go along, but yeah, we're hoping that what we've done, what we'll continue to do will be exciting.
Absolutely. I mean, I'll admit, I'm not a fisherman. On my own, I wouldn't have...
I'm not a whitewater paddler. So
exactly. But I think the combination worked, you know, using your knowledge with kayak fishing, specifically my knowledge of rotomolding and making kayaks.
Yeah.
I think we got to a product that's really good. I'm very excited to see it on the water.
Me too.